Welcome to Subramani. One question which people have been asking me, which is not technically financial, is how do we get a better job? You will be very surprised that I'm going to say that you should do record keeping. Well, when I say record keeping, what I mean is I keep telling you that for investing you need to do a record keeping. Similarly, in your job, you should do record keeping so that you have at least a 20 to 30 page summary of what you did during the year. What happens is this helps you negotiate better with your boss and with your HR for a better job. And simple, end of the year you go and say, these are my achievements, this is what I did to increase sales, which brought more revenue and more profitable. This I turned around this branch, I turned around this region, I turned around this area, I turned around this product, whatever. I'm largely talking of a salesperson. If you're an administration person or a ops kind of a person, then you can say, this is what I did to improve the efficiency. I saved money here, I saved money there, I saved on travel, I negotiated better with hotels. Whatever you did, write down those things in a piece of paper. You won't have more than one page to write in a month. You will make simple one-line entries of what you did so that you remember at the end of the year. So maybe you will run into 2-3 pages. So 30 pages a year is what you will end up doing. Then what happens is after 5 years, you suddenly have a big book of 150 pages of what you have achieved. Now you should know how to make this into your CV. Go to your CV. If you are 35 years of age, nobody is really bothered about your academics, so that should come last. Introducing yourself is important, yes, so your name and all that would be there at the top. But after that, it has to be a series of achievements and stories about your achievements. So I did this, and then you also say, I did this because of which the company benefited this much, and I used it again and again and again and repeated. So what happens is you say, I found a solution and I knew how to scale it up. I scaled it up, and the first time I did it, it saved the company 5 lakhs. But over a 2-year period, having implemented it all over the company, I saved the company something like 7 crores or 6 crores, something solid like that. So build your CV as a series of achievements and stories, etc., rather than as I was overall in charge and 42 people reported to me kind of stuff. That does not cut ice. Stories cut ice much better, and depending on the job which you are seeking, play on those stories. So in your life you will have a few stories. Then decide which is the topmost story in terms of priority and which is perhaps latest. It should not become very old and people have forgotten about it kind of thing should not happen. It can see whether it can be transferred from one industry to the other. For example, you were in telecom and you were playing a very important role in customer relationship of retaining the customer, right? If a customer was leaving you and going or left you, did not pay, you were interested in persistency, so you were head of that persistency or you were part of the team, and then you laid down something, you gave some incentives, you talked to them, you tried to pull them back, right? It is easier to pull back an existing customer than to try and get a new customer. So you did all that, and that was a very good achievement which you did. Maybe the company closed down, maybe telecom is going through bad times, but build that story very well and sell it to an insurance company. Could be general insurance or life insurance. In fact, life insurance is more interested in persistency than perhaps the general insurance. Whatever it is, take it and translate it and say, this is what we did, this is how I can translate, right? So build that story, say what you achieved, how you scaled it up, what you learned from it. That should be not more than 4 lines, right? Because you got to say that story at the interview. You don't have to give them the whole story here. You just write, bullet points. In 19 or rather in 2010 I did this, 2014 I did this, 2017 I did this, or 2009 I did this, right? Wherever your career starts, make it like that, and then offer yourself for a job. More importantly, go and tell them that if you invest so much in me, they are not paying you, right? They are paying you money, yes, but they are investing in you. If you invest so much in me, this is the kind of return that you will get. This is the kind of investment that the company made, and this is the kind of company that I kind of return that they got, right? My previous employer paid me so much, got so much return, right? That kind of if you can make that series of 3-4 achievements of what you have done, it could be multiple achievements in one company, it could be one achievement in one company which that company did not appreciate, so you started implementing the same thing in the other company. Any of these things are possible. So write all that, make your CV look very interesting, make it look like a lot of one-liners which you can build as a story, but be very well prepared. Say how you're going to do the story, what words you're going to use. Don't use don't use bad words for your previous employers, right? Do all that, talk very, very positively, and say how you can value add to the company, how you can value add to that business, how what you learned in telecom you can translate here, what you learned in FMCG you can translate to insurance. Those kind of things, at least learn a bit, understand the industry, read very well about the company to which you're going for an interview. You should know what is their market share, what are they doing, are they doing very well in life insurance, because some companies may look the same, right? The company name remains the same. One is in life insurance, one is in general insurance. Understand where you're going, understand what are the shared resources, etc. All this will help you in the long run also. So maintaining a diary helps you negotiate better for your increments, and the end of 4-5 years that can become your nice CV. Don't make dull, boring CVs which people will just bypass. Yes, you need to know what are the SEO words necessary to be put in LinkedIn, but that's completely different. Your CV on LinkedIn has to have some of these stories, achievements, the important words which people search, especially if you're a tech person. And that's it. That's the way to go and negotiate a better salary, and say, well, this is what I have achieved, this is what the saving, and out of which this is what they paid me. That's it. Thank you.